The humble spin down D20. This little thing is one of the most recognizable accessories in gaming history. Most Magic the Gathering players have a small pile of these lying around. They come with pre release packs, they come with fat packs or bundles, whatever they're calling them these days. They have small ones, big ones, all kinds of colors and designs and stuff like that. And for the most part, I had believed that these were just, small bonuses that most people don't care too much about and aren't worth a whole lot. And as someone who buys and sells collectibles online, man, do I feel stupid for ever thinking that, because as it turns out, some of these are quite pricey. So, story time. I'm going through the garage here, digging through some of the stuff that I have been scrolling away for a while, looking for stuff to add to the eBay store slowly over time. And I found a big old box full of just junk spin down dice. And I figured, hey, why not? I'll see if any of these are worth anything. And lo and behold, even the cheap ones are like $4, which is wild to me. People, not just like asking prices, people are buying the newest set of Magic Spin Down dice for a few bucks a piece, which is kind of crazy. And some of the older ones for a hefty price tag, all things considered. So I decided to take a look back at some of Magic's history, see which older spin down dice I had, and what some of the oldest and hardest to find ones would be worth. And don't get me wrong, basically anything released before, I would say, 2012, 2011 is going to be worth a pretty penny. Some of that older stuff is, for the spin downs, apparently very hard to find. I was quite taken aback, quite surprised by that, because I had treated spin down die the same way that I've been treating most of the plastic flip coins from Pokemon, where there's a bazillion of them, all kinds of different designs, and for the most part, no one really cares about them. They don't really have any kind of collectible value on the secondary market. And for Pokemon, that is very much true, with the exception of the oldest and hardest to find flip coins. Most Pokemon coins are not worth a whole lot. There are exceptions, like I said, but for the most part, they just aren't worth it. And I had kind of expected the same out of spin downs, but turns out, after a certain point, they just get exponentially more expensive. $30, $50, $100, $30, it's wild. And for the more popular sets too, Odyssey, New Phyrexia, stuff like that can be quite ludicrously expensive. And it just goes to show you that you really can't form assumptions about anything in the world of collectibles without going out and doing the research. You can make a quick guess, like, oh, it's a spin down dice, everyone has them, they're not going to be worth anything. But that, if you allow that initial guess to form your judgment on a category, you're going to be leaving money on the table. Because if I had looked at that box and decided to not even bother to check, had I let my assumption win out in the end and just left it where it was, I would have been missing out on potential money, because some of those dice, it turns out, are worth something. Not fortunes. I don't have any like new Phyrexia dice lying around here in the garage, but I did have some surprisingly older ones, Amonkhet, Kantaturk here, etc. That was pretty fun. So I suppose this is a quick video reminding you to, well, double check the collectibles you have, because you'll be surprised by what some things might be worth. So for me, it's turns out dice have a price tag. As a frequent tabletop role-playing game player, that is quite the surprise to me. I'm too used to buying them in bulk. Remember pounded dice? That was a thing that used to happen. But anyway, wanted to make this quick video just discussing this discovery of the day. And I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. Ciao.